2 Israeli embassy staffers have been shot dead in Washington, D.C. They were killed outside the Capitol Jewish Museum after an event there last night. A suspect has been detained by police, we're told, who are now looking into ties to potential terrorism. Nick Harper has more from the U.S. Capitol.
Well, plenty of details about this attack have already been released by police. They say that a 30-year-old man, who they've named as Elias Rodriguez from the Chicago area, was seen pacing outside the museum at about 9 p.m. local time here in Washington, D.C. He then approached 4 people who had just left the museum, produced a handgun and began shooting. We're told that a man and a woman died at the scene. They have not yet been named, but Israel's ambassador to the United States have said that they were a young couple and that the young man was intending to propose to his girlfriend in Jerusalem just next week. He said that he had already bought a ring for that proposal. But we also know that the suspected gunman then walked inside the museum after the shooting, where he was detained by a couple of security guards. And while he was being arrested, he began chanting, "Free, free Palestine." So this is now being looked at as an anti-Semitic targeted attack. Police and FBI are working together. Police say that this man appears to have acted alone, but they also say that he was not on their radar, that he wasn't known to police in any way, shape or form. We've had plenty of messages of condemnation, including from the US President Donald Trump. He's posted on social media, "These horrible DC killings, based obviously on anti-Semitism, must end now." We've also heard from a high-profile Democratic lawmaker, the Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who is himself Jewish. He has put out a statement saying this sickening shooting seems to be another horrific instance of anti-Semitism, which, as we know, is all too rampant in our society. And it is not just US officials who've been speaking out. We've also heard from plenty of top Israeli officials as well, including from Israel's President Isaac Herzog. He said that he was devastated by the shooting. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations up in New York, Danny Danon, has called this a depraved act of anti-Semitic terrorism. And we've also heard from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has said that they plan to step up security at every single embassy around the world as a result of what has taken place. So this is all moving quite quickly, but a lot of details already known. One thing that isn't, though, is the motive of the attacker. But police say that they are looking at this as potential domestic terrorism, as a potential hate crime, and one that seems to be motivated by anti-Semitism. Nick Harper, SABC News, Washington.
Worrying developments indeed.